be great, gonna be a good day.
This is Jase and Lauren on Melbourne's Nova 100.
Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to your Wednesday. That snuck up.
Hasn't it just? What a time.
It's only Wednesday.
I know, but you know.
It's not Friday. It's
No,
Wednesday.
I know, but you know. See you later, Teary Tuesday. That's behind us.
We made it through.
We made it through,
Tuesday
guys.
is a bit teary, isn't it?
Well, no, it wasn't.
There can
It wasn't
be.
a sad Tuesday in here
It
because we
can
got
be.
our Clint back, and I was
did. Yes.
very happy Tuesday.
Yeah.
Well, I think he's happy, but he also hates me, my dog. My dog's sort of like in that
He's a
phase
bit
where
off
he's
you.
really excited, and now he's just
Oh,
off
yeah.
me. He
Yeah.
hates me. He's like, you're away for 4 weeks.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
now you're showing up thinking that you're King Dick.
Didn't
you're
take
not
me
the
to
boss of this house.
Didn't take me to Paddy, did you?
Exactly.
Who looked after him?
Oh, Pep.
My little sister, Michaela, who's just moved in.
How's
She's
that
my
going?
new flatmate. I know.
Sorry,
I've
that
got a-
snuck through.
I've got a
No, I
flatmate.
knew.
Oh, you buried the hook there.
Yeah.
You could have said, I had a lady move in over the weekend. I can tell you now, I wouldn't have been going anywhere. I
The
would have
odds
been
of
waiting for
that
that
I
to
happening
mean,
are
Clint's very
100
good.
to 1.
Clint's very good at taking the needy in. He took me in for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's taken a few of our girlfriends in when we've needed to use the spare
So
room.
she's in for a little while.
You got a three better?
You know what? Let's extension time. I think.
Yeah, Jase, you're going to have to go to Clint's because my inn is full. I've still got the stepbrother, sister-in-law, and baby at my house.
How does your sister feel about bunks?
Why not? The more the merrier.
So she's moved in.
She has.
How's
yeah.
it going?
It's all right.
What's your relationship?
Well, you've only been back for 2 days. She's had the house to herself for a month. So now it's sort of like you're living in her space.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And after 2 days, I say it's all right.
No, what's the
No,
relationship like?
It's
normally
good.
with
Yeah,
you
well,
two?
she's the youngest
Yeah.
of the
Baby.
Stanaway, so she's still in her 20s.
How
So
old?
She's discovering a lot about me, and I'm discovering a lot about her.
You're living with. She's in her 20s.
How
Oh,
fun.
How
my goodness
funny.
gracious
I want to be
me.
in my 20s.
How old?
Come
like
around,
high
we'll have
20s.
dinner together.
She's
Surely-
high 20s. 28?
Oh,
She
no.
cooked. Do you know what she cooked on my first night?
And
This
she
is-
probably cooked late too, Lauren.
Oh no, she cooked curried sausages.
Oh, my God.
It runs in the
Can
family.
I send Paul over? Because Paul's
he-
favourite food is curried sausages and I refuse to have them cooked
I've
in my
never had them.
house.
Never had them.
Oh, good. There.
The
there.
sound
Stanaways are a
great.
And my
curried
sis-
sausages family.
My sister-in-law said,
be honest.
I'm going to cook curried sausages for Paul because he loves them. And I was like, not in this house, you're not.
After a month in the sun in Paris, you look like.
You do.
Eat me.
You do look a little
Hey,
curried sausage.
we got a huge show coming up today. Funny man Ross Noble is in after 7 this morning. I wonder if he still does the pilgrimage. He used to be living down in Mornington. And whenever he's doing like
What a
radio and
nice
stuff.
place to live.
Well, he would drive up the night before and stay in a hotel.
Oh, that's a nice little arrangement.
I know.
Like going to the city for the night.
I know.
Staycay.
Yeah, Ross, live a little. Can't offer him a room at yours anymore.
No, the inn
He's a
is
bikie,
full.
isn't he? Not a bikie. He's
A
on.
bikie?
no, sorry.
He doesn't look like a
No,
bikie.
sorry. He has a motorbike. Doesn't
Does he?
I think
Like, is he
so.
part of the Hells Angels?
Does he? Does he ride a motorbike?
Does
Is he
not,
on the run from the
Brody?
cops?
Does he ride a motorbike? He's not a bikie.
Yes, he does.
Yes, thank
Yeah,
you.
right.
Oh, that's hot.
Yeah. That hair
we
underneath
gotta-
the helmet. Whew.
See, Ross screams sidecart guy to me.
He does.
With the goggles.
No one's
does.
actually getting around in a sidecar, are
Ross
they?
Noble might be.
Have you ever seen anyone on the road in a motorbike with a sidecar? Like pink in the brain?
Pinky in the
Someone
brain.
at Felix and Huddy's school, someone gets picked up in a sidecar.
No, they don't.
No, I swear to
Yeah.
God, they do.
What, the
Photo or
child in
didn't
a
happen?
sidecar?
The dad.
No, he
I
does
swear to God.
And he puts the kid in a sidecar.
Brain goes in the sidecar. So Pinky drives up onto the footpath.
Your mission
is
in
humiliating.
life
Is to get a photo?
Or it didn't happen?
Exactly.
I'm telling you.
No. His mission in life is to get dropped at work in the sidecar.
I don't know if I want to be out the front of a school taking photos. Can we come up with a different mission? But
no,
yeah, like,
no. Just say, hey, I need to prove to my friends that I
Yeah.
know someone
Oh, I'm actually setting up a full photo shoot.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Does the child have a scarf on that sort of flaps?
in the wind. And does he wear goggles?
I
What
swear to
about
God.
those bikes you see? Actual like road bike, not like a motorbike, like a push bike, whatever
Yeah.
you call it, a mountain bike. And they've got their kids in like a horse and cart situation at the back,
Yeah.
under a little plastic tarp
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the road.
It's like a tent on
A
wheels.
horse and cart.
And
You
it's-
know, it's like a carriage at the back,
Like a trailer.
like a trailer
It is,
with a
yeah.
plastic roof.
That's dangerous.
Have you
isn't it?
seen those?
Yeah, it's quite low to the ground.
Very low to the ground.
A lot of people put dogs in them too.
Oh no, I wouldn't be doing that.
So you know how I want to, I was going
Kids
through
in it
the
before I put my dog in it.
when you were away in Paris, I was going through a semi-midlife crisis. I wanted to get an electric
Another
bike.
one.
I was thinking about getting like the little seat at the front for Archie.
No, you can't be trusted with even you on it. You're not allowed to put a child.
Do you know
on
who's got an electric bike?
Hey.
TJ. You two can go riding
Tony
together.
Jones.
Yeah.
I thought he had a proper mountain bike,
Oh,
like road bikes.
no.
Oh,
He's
he's
got-
not that fit.
it's got power.
He's not that fit.
He's not getting up a hill, Dale. He's got 8 car batteries strapped to that thing.
I told Jase if he got one, he'd look like an Uber Eats driver.
And she said as a
He
as a
wanted to get-
congratulations gift, she was going to get me those giant oven mitts to put on the
Get his hands
handlebars.
warm.
They are gigantic.
They're
those oven
huge.
mitts.
They're
It's
ridiculous.
not that cold.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Anyway, probably slows down our pad
Jeez,
Thai
it's been
getting
an
here.
adventure this last few minutes, hasn't it?
All right, so look,
Covered it all.
Sign of things to come.
DFO's got the brands you crave. You're in the know with DFO. You can visit dfo.com.au. Thanks to the fine people at DFO.
I love DFO.
So do I. They love us. They've given us $1,000 to give away every morning before 6:30. Now, how it works is you have to listen out for the mystery code word. We will drop it sometime between now and 6:30. When we do, you ring and win. Today's mystery code word.
It's one of the shops at DFO. One
3,
that
2,
we all
3, 2,
love.
1. We'll say it. 3, 2, 1. Adair's.
House.
Oh, Adair's. Was it? We were going to do Adair's and then we were going to do House.
We changed it.
we were going to do Strand
Why
bags
didn't
at
you
one
tell
point
me?
too.
So let's go again. 3, 2, 1.
House.
Adair's.
Oh, no. Okay, Melbourne.
No. I think we're going.
The
house.
code word is house. Well, I love that shop. Remember we all bought matching knife blocks with the pan set? Or did we buy the pan set and we got the matching knife
No,
blocks?
the bloke. Yeah,
They're pans first, and then we got the bonus knife block.
yeah. We had a
I
mate
bought
of
one
ours.
and then you bought one and then Jase bought one.
Very popular knife
We've
blocks.
all got them.
Yeah, mate of ours got a knife block. We got the pans. All right, so coming
he
up
had
between.
a sharpener with his. Mine didn't come with a sharpener.
No, neither did I.
No, nor mine.
No. Whoop. Dodge that one. Between now and 6:30 this morning,
Oh, there it goes.
we will drop the word house.
And not now.
No,
That house didn't count. Neither did that one. After the song, it'll start counting.
exactly. All right, let's get into it. Oh, what a banger to start. Dean Lewis. Fall at your feet right across Melbourne. Good morning and welcome to your Wednesday. This is Nova. Exciting day today in the Hawkins household.
Yes.
Why?
What's happening?
Tradies are rolling in.
Oh. What are you having done? Another wing put on?
No.
You're not renovating the house already, are you?
No. So it's got like a out the back of the house. It's
Yeah.
got like
Oh, it's got an outhouse. Does it have a bathroom in there?
yeah, no, it's got bathrooms in the house.
Is it really
right?
a house, though?
It's a house.
No,
It's a
a,
mansion.
Dare you?
it's a cubby house.
A McMansion.
I won't stand here all day and cop this.
Yeah, it's not a house. It's a mansion.
Okay, now listen. It's like a shed out the back, right? But it looks like a little mini house.
Yeah.
It's a cubby house.
And it was no. It's like it was a shed. And do I need a shed?
It doesn't look like a shed though. It's
You
got
need
like
a shed.
shutters and
You do
things.
need a shed.
Yeah, it's like built like a miniature house.
Yeah, it looks
But-
like a cubby house.
but it's
You
a
need
shed.
a pool house.
That's what I'm making it.
Are you making it a pool
I
house?
don't
making
think
it a
it's big
pool.
enough for a pool house.
Well, no, I'm making a pool house dash office.
So,
No, it's not big enough to be a pool house and an office.
Well, what's in a pool house?
creepy crawly.
Oh, that's a shed. No, a pool house has like a little bar in it, so you don't have to go into the house.
And
to
a shower.
service the
A
pool.
shower?
No plumbing. No plumbing. Okay, it's got power.
Okay.
All right,
Well, it's
so-
not a house.
So
No,
I'm
it's
rolling.
not a house.
It's a
It's
shed.
a cubby house.
So my mate Instanath is rolling in today. The trades, they're gutting it,
Yeah.
putting out a fake floor,
Yep.
and it's going to be my safe space.
You're putting a lock on it from the inside.
I'm putting the biggest lock you've ever seen. It's going to look like a bank.
You should put big like speakers in there.
The only way my family's going to get in there, because I want one of those eyeball sensors and a thumbprint.
That's a good
Is
idea.
if they pry an eyeball out of my head and chop off my thumb.
Great. You know, put a
Careful
couch.
what you wish for. Hudson would do that.
Put a couch in there.
Well, so I've got
Projector?
I got a spare couch.
How big is this outhouse? It's not an outhouse, a cubby house.
It's
Shed house,
I got
pool
like
house.
an old TV, so I was going to put that in there, little couch, and then like a desk, and it's just like
So it's decent size. Is it as big as this studio?
Sounds like a casting room.
it's
Don't put cameras in that house.
Are you sure you're not? What sort of business are you starting in this house?
and people can get to the house by climbing over the back fence, not being seen. No. Like it's not huge, but like it's a decent size.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, right? And I said to Instanath, because he's a mate of mine, he's a tradie. I'm like, no, charge me. Like I'm a paying customer here. And he's like, okay, so there we go. There's a photo of the house. Like, so it's a decent, like,
It's a big house. Like it's a mini house.
It's a house.
So he's like, no, man, I'm not charging you for labour. And I'm like, no, you're doing this job for me. Charge me for labour.
100%. Does he know how rich you are?
And he,
Not doing it for free.
So I've offered to help on the tools.
Oh,
Jesus.
no.
What are you going to do?
Oh,
Paint.
what could
you can
go
paint.
wrong?
You can paint.
Paint looks hard. I've seen them do it on the block.
Mm.
Well, what are you going to do?
I don't know, some sort of the machinery.
No.
You having carpet? Floorboards.
No,
Do
he's got,
floorboards.
They stick on tiles.
he's
Yeah.
got some sort of outdoor flooring
Yeah,
that
that's
we're
what
going
you
to put
need.
on there.
Yeah.
can
You're not
help
putting
with that.
carpet in there.
Sorry?
You can help with that.
Yeah, there you go. I'll lay the carpet. But yeah, it's going to be like, so when, you know,
It's
the
going
house...
to be Jase's house. You're going to have a sign saying Jase's house.
Jase's place.
No one else.
You know what? You laugh and mock me, but with 3 kids and
No,
a
I'm
wife
not
in the
laughing and
house,
mocking you. I'm being serious.
I
Let's get him a
need
sign
a
made.
safe space.
And
In
let's
fact,
get him one of those doormats that says Jase's house.
I even said to Nath, can you
No
do...
kids allowed.
Can you do sort of a fake wall? So
Yeah.
basically, when you open the door, right, it only goes in 30 centimetres, and then there's a wall with like fake tools strapped to it, so it looks like it's fully decked out as a tool. And then my house is actually behind that one.
Okay. Are you going to put a shelf in so, you know, when you drink a beer and you put it up on the decorative beer cans? Like we used to do when we were kids.
They had that. Tim the Toolman Taylor had that in his shed house thing.
I need a bar fridge.
You do.
You need a bar.
Oh,
I said-
so you-
that's the
yes.
first
Has
thing
it
I
got
said.
power? It's got
It's
power.
got power.
Okay.
It's got power.
Maybe we could go to DFO and go to house and get some things for your house.
That's a good idea.
I'm going to go bar fridge shopping. Should I put in beer taps?
A keg.
That's punchy, but I love it.
Because I saw on Instagram, I got sent this feed the other day where it's like, you know, you get one of those little miniature fridges and then you can attach beer kegs to it.
Great idea.
Seems easy.
Seems easy.
Yeah.
Are you really doing it, or was it just to drop
No.
the word house?
No,
I
I'm
don't know
really
if
doing
we
it.
said the word house enough. enough.
Construction starts today.
Do you think anyone noticed that we said the code?
I don't know.
We'll find out next.
DFO's got the brands you crave. You're in the know with DFO. Visit dfo.com.au now. It's Jason Lawrence in the know with DFO.
Every day this week, the first 30 minutes of the show, we'll drop a code word. If you pick up on it, you score $1,000. Let's go to Clyde North. Brianna,
Hi,
you picked
Good
up on the code
morning.
word, which was...
house.
You've got $1,000.
Thank you so much. Oh my God.
Congratulations.
We made that clear enough, didn't we? I think we said it 100 times in that last break.
Well done, mate. Congrats. We'll do it again tomorrow.
How easy.
Let's head to the US.
To Chicago,
America.
more directly, where
What's
the
happening?
Democratic National Convention is happening as we speak.
So what does that mean?
It's a gathering of Democrats rallying together to support Kamala Harris, or to effectively nominate her as their
Right.
presidential nominee.
Oh, has she not formally been nominated?
No, so this is like it's actually a bit of a
God, there's a bit
circus,
of carry on,
4-day
isn't there?
circus. So today,
Do you know what I just can't get over? The money that's wasted.
Oh yeah, it's in prime time in America as well.
The money that is wasted on this.
Well, it's not really being wasted. You've got to push the campaign, don't you?
Yeah,
Or do you mean the parties
Just
and
the
the-
parties and the events and stuff. You know, in the like with the current world and cost of living and
Yeah, I
dramas.
know.
It's like, come on.
You've got to
Well-
get people voting.
Joe Biden has woken from his slumber.
Sleepy
Finally.
Joe.
I mean, he's passed the baton to Kamala Harris, right? And how old is he? 112?
Yeah.
How
it's
old
like-
is he? Is he 80?
I think he might
it's
be. I
ridiculous.
think he might be.
Is he
Is he 79?
Yeah,
Something
he
like
would
that.
be in his 80s, I think, if he went for another term.
Jesus.
Anyway, it was his job to open the convention in
Oh, he's
many
81.
respects on night one and officially pass the baton to Kamala Harris. And everyone's speaking about how angry Joe was. And Joe, as I say, has woken from his slumber. Have a listen to how he attacked Donald Trump.
Donald Trump calls America a failing nation. When he talks about America being a failing nation, he says we're losing. He's the loser. He's dead wrong.
I hate the word loser.
He's on.
I've just seen footage of the speech.
Yeah.
Joe's a hanky guy.
Up the sleeve?
Yeah.
Because I do that.
Yeah, you
Oh,
It's very
Yeah.
presidential.
No.
Clint Nanaway.
Anyway, today's a really
Was
important
he
day.
crying?
Yeah, look at the hand. He's got a hanky.
So he was introduced by his daughter on stage, and it was quite an emotional moment. Kamala was on her feet, who, by the way, if polls are to be believed, is going to become America's first female president.
So she's in with a running. This is it.
So
Like,
in
it's the best thing they could have
In the
done.
space of 4 weeks, she's turned the polls around.
Good on her.
Wow.
Leading nationally and in all the states that matter as
What an
well.
incredible woman, though. Like, you read the past
Yeah,
of what
she's
she's
amazing.
done. Like, that's exactly who you need to fix up that bloody country.
So today, the DNC, the Democratic National Convention, hears from the Obamas. So Barack and Michelle Obama will be taking centre stage.
Oh, they speak.
They're going to speak.
Oh, I love
It's a big
them.
moment in history. Michelle Obama, she should be president, shouldn't she?
Oh, I'd like that.
Yeah.
Would she
She's
run?
probably got better things to do with her time
I
now.
think they sort of had their time in the White House, and she said, during that time we didn't get enough time to spend with our kids and
Yeah,
families
right.
and all that. I don't think that
Imagine
they're ready
growing
to
up.
go
I
back.
just don't
Imagine
know.
growing up in the White House. Like, their daughters were peak puberty age in
Yeah.
the White House. Imagine going on dates with the Secret
Well, I
Service.
think they tried pretty hard, the Obamas, to keep their lives as regular as possible for the kids.
Yeah,
As,
but
as
still,
it could
if the
be.
kid's going out for a milkshake with
Yeah.
a bloke on a date, you've got Secret Service detail.
Yeah.
Not that they do anything after seeing what happened
Well,
with
one
Trump.
of the Obama girls, I think it was Malia, was
Malia.
was snapped having a dart.
That's
Remember
right.
that?
She-
She was on the darts.
How old
And it
was
was
she?
quite 13. But
Imagine what photos could have come out that we were doing when we were 15.
But it was
Yeah.
quite refreshing to see. Not
You think?
refreshing.
Well, they're
no.
normal. You mean like they're just normal kids?
You're a journalist.
Because kids shouldn't be smoking.
Kids shouldn't be smoking. No, Clint. It's not refreshing to see children smoke.
My 8-year-old did a roller yesterday. It was bloody refreshing, Clint. I was like,
they're
thank
very
God.
hard to roll those.
Do you love a sneaky dart, Clint? Clint loves a little sneaky dart. You've come to my house before and I've gone to bed and I've got like alerts on my phone when someone comes like in our
yeah.
back lane or in the front garden after a certain time. And my phone was buzzing and I'm like, what is going on? And there's Clint having a dart in the laneway.
Oh,
at my
Lauren,
house.
Oh, not by myself.
If you watch the news on Sunday
No,
night,
with my Paul who got in big trouble.
you used to watch the news on a Sunday night, Channel 9, would it be like, thanks, Alicia. And then as it's going to the white shirt, you just see this little cloud of smoke coming out of the corner. Very Anchorman style. It's just got 28 past 6. So how long's to the election?
It's in November, Jay, so it's like 70 days, something
Good on
like
her.
that.
That would be incredible.
At the moment, she'll get there.
You reckon?
I reckon she will.
Yeah, I do
Wow.
too. You're listening to Nova, and we're doing it thanks to What If's Uniquely Aussie award winners. They're out now. You can check out the best of the best experiences that make Australia special. Visit whatif.com. What If it is Aussie for travel? It's great. If you go there, they've listed off the best of the best. Best
How
finger
good?
buns, best vanilla slices.
Oh, what won the best vanilla slice? Surely you've looked that up.
It's a place in South Australia.
I did.
So the travel
Yum.
times, you know, for us.
Worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know what's happening at 9, don't you?
Well, Kim Kardashian has been criticised recently for taking her private jet from her LA home to Paris because she wanted to get the, I think it was the caramel tart at hotel costs.
That's
So
fair
she
enough.
flew all the way to get dessert and fly all the way back to New York.
Wasn't on Uber Eats.
No, she took a Kimmy Air jet.
That's not one you want the
I think
bike rider to
Kimmy
pop up.
Air.
I think it's called Kimmy Air or
I've
something.
never heard of that. That's
God.
Yeah,
cool.
have you seen inside her plane?
No.
It's lush.
Oh, it's bougie.
Yeah.
That's one sort of life we ain't ever going to live, guys.
Ever.
Well, maybe we should invent it.
Powerball Friday, 100 mil.
We're a chance.
Jase there.
Do you know what? 100 mil, I don't even think. 100 mil wouldn't even get you one of those things, I don't think. I reckon the plane would be worth 100 mil if you just had it parked.
Jase
right
Wheels. 100
Jase
mil.
Air. Is that what you'd call your plane?
Yeah.
Jase Air. I don't know about that.
We might need to workshop that.
Yeah.
You know who else might have $100 million soon? Is do you remember Mark McGowan, the Premier of Western Australia?
Oh, the
yes.
douchebag during COVID
Well, he
that wouldn't
rose-
let anyone in. And
Yeah,
He
He
rose
was
to
strict,
prominence
wasn't he?
during COVID.
Yeah.
Didn't the premiers have their day during
Oh,
COVID? They've sort
God.
of
Didn't
the
they what?
sparkle's fallen off the old premiers, hasn't it? Anyway, he has just taken his 5th job this year. 1,
Fifth
2,
this
3,
year?
4, 5. So he stood down as premier because he said he wasn't just tired. In fact, he was exhausted. But by October, he'd already had 4 jobs.
Yep.
Then he also joined BHP as a consultant. And on this Monday, Frontier Energy's chief executive announced that he would now be appointed to the company's new non-executive chairman. So he is rolling around
Oh, the old
with
corporate
5
sector.
jobs.
I asked before how many you had, Lauren, in your life.
6.
6.
Not in a year. 6. My first job, Gloria Jeans. My second job, I was the receptionist at an advertising agency on St Kilda Road.
Stop it.
I think I was also office manager, but I didn't manage anything. I just swanned around with that headset on.
Did you order the stationery?
Oh, God, I could
stole from the
see.
stationery cupboard
You
sometimes.
are office manager.
You know who
Yeah.
you'd look like with a headset?
You know why I was office manager? Because I was in charge of the cab charges.
Oh, yeah.
You'd look like, take this the right way, but you know in The Devil Wears Prada, there was Anne Hathaway, and then there was
She's
the
the
other
old
one.
bird.
No, not the old the other receptionist.
Oh, that wasn't the EA. She
Yeah.
was just like on the
She
front
was a bit of a...
desk.
Oh, was she?
Emily Blunt.
Emily Blunt.
I love
You'd be the
Emily
Emily Blunt.
So I did that job. Nah, I wasn't a bitch. I was lovely. I just gave everyone whatever they wanted. Could I have a cab charge for the weekend? Sure, no problem.
See, I had David Jones. I worked at Channel 7. I was the camera assistant.
Oh, that's right. Cable guy.
Yeah, so at the footy, I'd be running along the sideline. All my mates would be pissed on the hill going, Cable Guy! That was degrading. And then I got in the radio.
Oh, that's it.
3.
Would you want me to keep going through mine?
Yeah.
Then I worked at DeCuba. You know the shop a lot of people can't pronounce.
Can't say it.
They say DeCuba. It's
DeCuba.
DeCuba.
What's in there?
Lovely clothes. Very fashionable.
Yeah, right.
So I worked there for some time. Then I went to Channel 9.
Yes.
And then I've sort of still kind of there on postcards. And then I did Kids WB and Today Show. And then I went to the other radio station. Then I came here.
I was just about to say, do you get sacked from anywhere? But
I did. I got sacked from Kiss, as we know.
yes.
Let's do reverse limbo.
And at the other place, I was giving away free cab charges. And even they didn't sack me.
13, 24, 10.
Hang on. How many have you had?
we're getting to that.
Okay.
How high can we get? How many jobs have you had in your life? Reverse
right.
limbo. We don't want to go low. We want to go
In
high.
our lives.
Yep,
13,
24, 10.
10.
Yep, from when you started out as a young whippersnipper to now, how many jobs have you had in your life? To take us to the break, Clint, start adding them off.
Well, I've been at Channel 9 all my life,
Yep.
but this year alone, I think I've had or got 4 jobs.
4 jobs.
Oh, what do you mean? Like here, Today Show, news, Olympics,
Just
tennis.
You keep
just
working
keep
hard.
going.
You're going to nail one of them.
Yeah. I'm a
One
little
day
bit
you'll make it,
concerned.
son.
One day you'll get there.
One day
I've
you'll
been at
make
Channel
it.
9 for 24 years. 23 years.
Whoa.
It's a bit sad, isn't
Were you
it?
there when they were streaming in black and white? Yeah. Let me hand you that list there, Lauren. We're talking about how many jobs you've had in your life.
I've had 6.
Well, Moby, our production manager, just wrote down a list of what he's done in his life.
Jesus, he wasn't a calligraphy writer, that's for sure. I can hardly read this. Never put that on your CV.
I did notice on there he was a
Pizza delivery driver times 2.
night hotel manager.
Oh, you were also a hotel handyman.
Yeah, same hotel.
The night manager.
The night manager's got a creepy vibe to it, if you ask me.
Because it sort of doubles as a security guard, yeah?
Yeah, and serial killer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, hang
He's
on.
got the master key.
Sorry. Live sand guy for events.
Moby, please explain.
Sand? What, did you build sandcastles on Noosa Beach outside the restaurants?
So it's my bad writing. That's sound, like the
Oh.
sound guy.
Sound guy. Can't trust them either.
Oh, I thought you were building sand pits too when I read that.
Me too.
All right.
Oh,
Quite a lot of jobs.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 he had.
Jeez.
Multiple radio jobs.
Let's go to Rebecca in Caroline Springs. How many jobs you had in your life there, Beck?
Just too many. I'd like to move around way too much.
Oh,
Give us a number.
Give us a number.
I thought it was about 15, but I still can't even think about the amount of
Okay.
places I've actually worked.
What was the worst one?
Oh, it's got to be working at Hungry Jack's when you're like your first job.
Yeah.
14.
You just
Come home covered in grease.
Is it
Smelling-
14 and 9
Yeah.
months you can work?
14.
Yeah.
Well, I think in Victoria it is, but like you just come home reeking of like
Yeah.
fry oil.
Yeah, yeah.
Were you allowed to make your own burger in the quiet times?
Secretly after the store is closed and you're cleaning up. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to make the McJase on McHappy Day. You know, when you're going for
Did you
on
work
the
at McDonald's?
McJase?
No, for McHappy Day. You know how you
Did
go
you work
in,
there?
like on McHappy Day I've done in the past.
Oh, it's like a celebrity.
He pulled a volunteer shift.
to get to get
You'd
into
be
the
flat.
kitchen.
Some people turn up and Margot Robbie's at the window. Turn up. Oh, there's Jase.
No, some people thought I was actually pulling
Yeah.
a shift. They're like, well, I heard the radio thing's not going well, so good to see you land on your feet.
I thought I was going to get
So
Hugh Jackman.
sorry.
Yeah,
What
last year's McHappy Day really threw a few people.
What was on the McJase? What was on the McJase?
What was on the McJase?
I'd go the beef and the chicken.
I don't think you can just make up your own burger on McHappy Day. It's a Big Mac or bust.
No, I
bro.
wasn't selling it. Just
Oh.
at the end, they'd be
The
like,
chicken.
thanks for your time. Do you want to make a burger before you go? I'd go, yeah. Let's have a hoon
Sure
and
do.
McJase. And I'd put fries on there.
Oh, yeah. I've seen people do that in their ham cheeseburger.
Yeah. And
How
they go
good's a
to the
cheeseburger? Oh, my
car
God.
park and have a cardiac arrest. Hello, Tess.
Hi.
How many jobs you had?
Last time me and my friends counted, I think it was 21.
20. How old are you, Tess?
32.
Is there,
Well
is
done.
there a theme here? What sort of industries are we talking?
Nah. Started off working with Dad, as you do, building tennis courts.
Oh, yeah.
As you do.
Lush.
And
As you
then
do.
done quite a few pub jobs with waitressing and bartending.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
What else? Bakery.
Oh,
Yep.
that's a
I
good
worked
one.
at a BP. I was a postie for a little bit
On the scooter, on the bike.
on the bike.
Yep.
Kmart overnight, Bunnings, Mitre 10.
Tess.
Why
Dan
did you keep
Murphy's.
moving around?
Are you just really bad?
Were you getting fined?
No, I just get a bit bored.
Yeah,
but
fair.
I'm good now.
What do
Tell you
you do now?
I'm a dog walker, so can't get much better.
That is living. If I get fired again, that's what I'm doing.
Sort of
Tell you what,
suburb
you-
we talking?
You would have quite the fancy dress collection of
Oh,
uniforms.
yeah. A lot of name badges as
Yeah,
well.
a lot of name badges.
How many dogs do you walk at a time?
So for today, I've got about 35.
Not at the
For
same
2 runs?
time.
That's a cash cow.
No, that's over 2 runs.
You look like the old bird in 101 Dalmatians.
This is dog walking. Guys,
Just walking with the leads down.
Clint, you
We
and I,
need
what are
Tess.
we doing getting
We
up?
need Tess in our lives.
No, we don't. What are we doing getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning? Let's be Tess.
Oh, yeah.
Clint and Lauren's dog
Throw
walking
in the towel.
adventures. Imagine you and me at the dog park with 35 dogs. We'd be so happy.
I'll drive
But I'd
next to
only
you.
do it on sunny days.
Drive next to you with the hazards on, holding water out. 35 dogs, jeez.
I have often thought that and dog washing, dog grooming.
Oh, Clint.
Nah, I'm not
Clint.
washing
cow.
dirty dogs.
The other day, I wish I pulled my phone out to film it in time. We all went for a walk after the show on Friday, and Lauren had Ted the sausage dog in. Ted had to do a number 2
Oh, I think he'd
On
been
something?
I think
on
he'd
Clarendon Street.
No.
The number 2 was bigger than Ted.
He lost half his body weight in one go.
And seeing Lauren down
I've
on
never
her
seen it
hands
like
and
that.
knees on Clarendon Street with the doggy bag was just priceless for
We
me.
needed a garbage bag.
Oh, it was a 2-handed job.
Yeah, well, that was wild, wasn't
I
it?
know. I was like, Ted, there's nothing left of you.
Light as a feather.
Where were the paps?
floated.
Where were the paps
I
when you
know.
need them?
Floated down Clarendon Street after that.
Things haven't gotten better in 2024 for Lauren Phillips. Funny man Ross Noble going to be in about 20 minutes' time. Before we move on, though, there's something I know, Clint, very close to your heart that you want to talk about. Yesterday was a bloody rough day.
Yeah, it was. For many in my industry as well. We lost a friend of mine, a colleague as well, in Sam Landsberger. Now, Sam was an award-winning journo at the Herald Sun, a sport journalist. He was just 35 years of age. And this cuts obviously really deep for his family, for his friends, for those in the industry. Those very familiar with him. He was a familiar face on Fox Footy. He had a TV show there. He was also a great writer, as I say, an award-winning writer. He was also a great bloke. He was the kindest bloke you'd ever meet. And at just 35, had the world at his feet. So I just want to give a quick shout out to the team at the Herald Sun, at Foxtel and the Landsberger family, who, in the most tragic of circumstances, lost a young guy who was always smiling, was very charismatic, and as I say, was at the top of his game. And it's just a reminder, be it on the roads, just to take a little bit of extra care, be aware of your surroundings, be alert, but also to treasure your friends and your family. And we're thinking of that wider Landsberger family today.
It's such sad news, Clint. I know I didn't know Sam personally, but I knew of his work and the outpouring of love for him overnight and the things people were saying about Sam
You were just in Paris with him, weren't you?
is a real reflection of what a great guy he
worked
was.
on the Olympics. He was a footy reporter here in Melbourne. I worked on countless jobs, went on many trips with him. A big Bulldogs supporter, very passionate about his craft. Like Mark Robinson in the Herald Sun, who is the chief footy reporter there, said he was his heir apparent. One day he was going to be the chief footy reporter at the Herald Sun. So it's terribly sad. And again, geez, life is so precious.
I was saying this morning, I was just said to Clint, it's a bloody reality check.
Isn't it?
Just
Isn't
like,
it?
you know, things change in a second.
35,
In an
guys.
instant.
I
And
know.
it's
Just
a
crossing
tragic.
the road in Richmond, his local neighbourhood. A crossing that many of us there on the corner of Church and Bridge, that many of us would have crossed in
Like you said, take it easy on the roads today. It's a bloody good reminder.
Yeah, we're thinking of Sam and his family and all of his colleagues, and Clint, we're giving you a little extra love this morning too. I know
As well
it's been
said,
a
mate.
tough 24 hours for you.
Guys, get ready to say thank you.
Snova with Jason Lauren at Mount Buller.
September is the perfect time to learn how to ski, so head to Mount Buller with the family these spring school holidays. That's what we're doing. We're getting our family together. We're taking the show to the snow.
We're taking this show on the road.
Cool.
We're
Say-
rebranding to Snova.
Say thank you.
What for? What have you done?
I bought something for our road trip to the snow.
I don't.
Have we
I'm not
got-
going to say thank you until I know what it is.
We got matching ski gear.
No. But we're going to be doing a convoy, right?
Yeah.
Jase to Clint, over.
Walkie-talkies.
Yeah.
That's special.
We could just call each other on hands free.
No,
How many in the convoy?
8. We're all taking our own cars.
Oh, I'm not driving on my Clint.
Yeah,
come
we'll
on.
go.
You and I don't leave each other's sides.
We'll go in
You've
the
been away for a
Mercedes.
month. We're not taking Mercedes. We'll take my truck.
Do we need to put chains on the Mercedes?
Yes, need trains on everything.
You can put one chain over your Mercedes.
Are you going to ride your electric bike up the mountain, Jase?
I might take the car.
You'll need those warmers, hand warmers.
I will. So I got us walkie-talkies. I got the value pack.
Well, we can have them in the in our cabins.
3K
as well.
range. Oh, now you're on board.
Yeah, but not when we're
Jase
driving.
to Lauren, good night. Over.
Leave me alone. Over.
Thank you.
Hey, we're going to Mount Buller. We're very excited. We're taking this show on the road. The best bit is we want to take you with us. You can jump on the Nova Player app or register online on nova100.com.au. If you want to join us in Mount Buller, we will FaceTime you if you register, and you've got 30 seconds to get ski gear, snow gear, whatever you've got on that you think is going to keep you warm in the snow. I would be walking around with goggles on my head in preparation.
All
just in
right.
case.
Just got to have the gear with you. We are FaceTiming Daniel. Daniel.
Hello, Daniel. It's
Clock
Jason
starts
Lauren.
now. Clock starts now.
You got 30 seconds to put your ski gear on, and you'll be coming to Mount Buller with us.
Oh, he's got he's got the COVID mask.
And a beanie.
He's got the beanie and a COVID mask. He's got something else.
yes,
Scarf.
the big scarf. Well done. There you go.
And we will take that. You're coming to the snow.
Yes.
Yes, there you go.
Yes.
You've got creative. He's
Can-
put the COVID mask on to keep his face warm.
Yeah, can I ask why we've gone the COVID mask? Do we not have snow gear?
We don't actually have snow gear at the moment, but as soon as I'm out at Mount Bull, I'll be definitely getting snow gear up there.
We'll get all your ski hire for you because you are coming to Mount Buller with us. I'm so excited.
Oh, that's awesome. Thanks so much, guys.
No worries.
It's great to hear you guys in the morning too. I love you both.
Oh, we can't wait to meet you. Have you ever been to the snow before?
No, never.
Yeah.
Oh, this is great.
This is so exciting. You're going to be at baby ski school with Jase.
Yeah, we'll be doing the pizza.
Oh, cool. Awesome. I love my pizza.
So it is
I love
Jase.
me pizza.
That
So-
makes two of you.
We're going to get along like a house on fire, mate. And I'm going to shout you mulled wine for the nice things you said about the show too.
Oh, awesome, guys. Thank you so much.
See you next week.
We'll see you at the snow.
See you next week.
Bye.
See you guys. Bye.
All right, September, perfect
Daniel
time.
knows that pizza is, you can eat it, but it's about like learning to
No, don't ruin the moment. September is the perfect time to learn how to ski. Head to Mount Buller with the family these spring school holidays. And remember,
I'm excited.
hey, Clint's family just happened to be in the snow, staying at the same place when we're there.
My nephews.
Reeks
how
of
old?
a setup.
Well, Leo's about to turn 4, so
Does he
he'll be
wanna
on.
do
He'll be in
kids'
ski school with you.
Oh my God, if I get beaten
That's
by the
good.
4-year-old, I'm going to cable tie his feet, so at least I'll win.
Oh, you're in Paris and you missed your brother-in-law's 40th.
I
Let's
did.
throw him a 40th party while we're
That's
at
a good
the
idea.
Mount
We
Buller.
must.
We must.
We must. You are on the air with Jason Lauren. Clint's here from the newsroom, and so is this man.
Introducing our next guest. He's an English funny man or a funny English man. Either way, he's funny, he's English, and he lives here in Melbourne.
I just got married to an Australian. Those people swear like you wouldn't, but look at them clapping already over there. Ah, bloody athlete, dog like that, because that's how my wife talks. Exactly like that.
Please welcome to the show, Ross Noble.
That's
Ross.
a very upbeat way to welcome me there.
Good
but
to
you
see
were
you,
just
Ross.
yawning in my face.
I was just, yeah, it's around 7:30.
Here's Ross Noble. Let's play a clip and oh, wow.
I thought I better wake up.
Yeah,
We've got a guest
I've
in.
had some heckles in my time.
but tired,
silent ones.
tired ambivalence. That's what I like.
We love you, Ross. It's good to have you on the show now that we're at Nova.
Oh, look at this place. Oh, my
Do you like
Lord.
I just showed him the volume button and he was very impressed.
A button?
No,
you call that a button?
Well, it's
that's a digital slider.
screen.
It's a touchscreen digital
It's quite an
slider.
upgrade, isn't it?
Wow. I don't want to go to the toilets. I don't know what's happening there. Like that. Do you flush or do you just wave your bits around and it just automatically triggers it?
Very modern.
Oh
here
my
at
Lord!
Nova,
It's like
isn't it?
look at you, like Captain Kirk.
I know.
Sat behind there.
I
loves
have
it.
no idea what any of this does.
Just don't lean on anything, or the volume goes up.
We've done that a few
At all
times by
times.
accident.
I
since we've
I want to
started.
play you a clip from the start of the show, Ross.
Here we go.
We were talking about how you
Here
were
we
coming up, and Clint popped out a little fact apparently about you.
He's a
In is
bikie, isn't he?
full.
Not a bikie. He's
A bikie?
no, sorry.
He doesn't look like a
No,
bikie.
sorry, he is a motorbike. Doesn't
Does he?
I think
Like, is he
so.
part of the Hell's Angels?
Does he? Does he ride a motorbike?
Does
Is he
not,
on the run from the
Brody?
cops?
Does he ride a motorbike? He's not a bikie.
Yes, he does.
Yes, thank you.
right.
Oh, that's hot.
Yeah, that hair underneath the helmet. Whew.
Are you a bikie, Ross Noble?
Okay, can I just distance myself from? I do ride a motorcycle. Yes. I am a motorcyclist. Am I affiliated with any organisations? No.
I mean, there's some good ones here in Melbourne.
I'm just look. I would like to not mention. Let's move on.
Jase wants to get an electric bike, and he thinks it's an entry.
Of course
into
he does.
A
He's
motorbike.
with his touchscreen swiping. He wants to convert to be. He wants to be a cyborg. That's what he wants.
Did you once sort of travel the country or?
That's absolutely right. Yeah, I did
gigs in.
Yeah, I did a
various
tour.
hotspots?
I did a tour of Oz where I didn't fly at all. So I did 26,000 kilometers.
Wow.
All on my bike, and then I would turn up. And the best bit was when I was in Adelaide. I had to cross the Nullarbor and on a motorcycle, and I put it into a little very early version of the GPS.
Oh, the Navman, the Tom.
Yeah, massive, great big, bigger than the bike it was. It's like a road train just with the GPS. And I put it in, and it said, go straight on for 3 days, then turn left. And you know what? I missed the left after the 3 days. Yeah, so I did that. It's 26,000 kilometres all around. I was doing all my
How was
gigs and
the
stuff.
Anus after that? That's a lot of riding.
You know what? After a couple of weeks, you develop
Battle hardened.
Very much so. I was ready for anything on the road. As I was travelling down the highways, nothing took me by surprise. I was ready, battle hardened. That's very much so.
Tough
Yeah,
enough.
and then I was racing dirt bikes as well. And I trials riding and all sorts of
He's a
stuff.
bikie.
So.
He's a bikie.
What do you mean, like Krusty Demon style? You getting there?
Are you talking about my undercarriage?
Yeah.
the crusty demons.
I don't see you going over a jump. That's just
like
right.
enduro riding, you know, through the woods, and then obstacles, that sort of thing.
See, I had you pinned as a sidecar guy.
A sidecar guy, like Wallace and Gromit.
We were saying
Pinky
like
in the
Pinky
brain.
in the brain.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. More cheese, Gromit.
Hey,
I loved Wallace and Gromit.
Ross is back on our screens tonight. Thank God you're here. I better pay the bills. 7:30 on 10 and 10 Play with Celia Piccola in last week. She's hosting the show. She's killing it.
Absolutely.
I love this show.
Absolutely.
So good to have her back.
Doing a great job. Oh, look, you know what? I'm not. It's my favorite. It's my favorite TV show I've ever appeared on. It's just annoying that, you know, obviously they have different people every week, because I would literally just be turning up even if I wasn't booked.
I'm here again, guys.
I was just like, can I just go through the door? I love it, because it's the thing is that when you watch that show, obviously it's the fun of walking through. It's like a big dress up box, and then everybody else is just. But you walk through, and then you're just playing around and having fun, but the effort that goes, I don't think people realize how much effort, because the sets, you know, like each of those massive sets, they build those, and they're all on wheels, so there's like, they're all out the back, and then have to wheel that in, and then all the people who are in the scene, they have all got their costumes on, and it's one of those things where that because you genuinely, you have no idea like what you're going to be, what you're going to walk into. So there's all this, like, there's people walking around with cloaks on, you know, like when you
But
see
you
them
do no prep work. You just have to rock up.
nothing at all.
It's very much like here.
Well, exactly.
For me.
Yeah.
Lauren.
Yeah. Every day's a school day here.
6:01.
It's a mystery for me. But do you ever
Wonder
walk
what's on.
past...
Lauren, thank God you're here.
What's the set today? What are we doing on the
Do you,
show?
okay. Do you ever walk past the sets and think, oh, yes, that's a veterinary clinic. I'm going to be good at this.
No,
and then
no,
you
but
walk through and you're like, oh, shit,
No, but
I'm
that's-
medieval.
That's the thing.
I've been thinking of animal gags.
I think that every time I walk through a door. I walk through and I think I'm medieval. Yeah.
There's always a vet and always medieval.
No,
someone.
you know what it is? It's so the whole. They should do a documentary. They should do a documentary so you can see what happens. They literally you turn up and they put you in a separate room and you're not even when you go into like makeup and wardrobe and everything. Everything's hidden from you, so you don't even see.
But
this-
what
Go
about
on.
when you're putting on a costume?
How
Because you
much
know how like
notice?
you're like, for example, say if it is medieval thing,
Yes, yeah.
they'll put you in a costume
Yeah.
before they put
Gladiator.
you in the room.
Yeah.
Then surely you get an idea.
Well, but what they've got is they've got these rows of doors like changing rooms, and you go in there and you put the costume on, but there's no mirrors.
Yeah.
So you can sort of look down and you can kind of go, all right, I think I'm this thing.
Yeah, right.
The first time I did it way back, they dressed me up, and I thought that I was like a medieval peasant.
Right.
See, it's always medieval.
Well, yeah, that's true. No, it's because you said it. But I thought it was like some sort of peasant, and then I walked through the door, and I was a hobbit. So so you
Yeah.
can sort of go, and I think Hamish did one once where he was like a tennis player, and he's in his head, he's thinking, all right, this is going to be time we playing tennis. And then I think they covered him in blood, and he walked through the door, and he was like in heaven. And you see what I mean? So it's
right,
one of those
okay.
things
Yeah.
where if in your head you start going, okay, so I'm dressed as this, and you start thinking of jokes, that just ruins it because you open the door and go. The last one I did where I was a spaceman, astronaut, I thought, all right, well, we're either going to be on a spaceship or we're going to be in space. That's just what's going to happen. And you walk through the door and we're on the tarmac in front of the spaceship and they're interviewing me about the launch. So you
yeah.
can't sort of guess.
You
But
practice at home with your wife?
how dare
Role
you, sir?
play?
It's breakfast radio.
Can I take this medieval outfit home? The peasant would like to show the wife.
Well,
please.
today I'm the Hobbit.
She does call me a peasant on a regular
Yeah,
basis.
right.
Yeah, do you have a dress-up box at home?
You know what we do, actually? The kids.
Oh,
the kids do. Why didn't I think of that?
Yeah.
I should have painted my front door blue and then walked through to sort of practice. But no, they basically like if anybody's like when the actors are going to go for this, they turn you around and you have to face the
Face
other
the
way.
wall.
And when the sets are there, they're all covered up and stuff.
Well, they're nailing it.
It's
so
great.
good.
It's
I love
so,
this show.
And you know the other problem with it is that when you're sat backstage, so you can watch the other people. Is there's a nice couch and you're watching the other people on there, and then I forget that I'm doing the show. I go, oh, this is hilarious. I'm
You're
here.
up.
Yeah,
You're up,
Can we
Ross.
get snacks?
yeah.
Ross Noble, you can see him tonight. Thank God you're here. 7:30 on 10 and 10 Play. Ross, we love you.
Thanks for having me.
Welcome
it's
to
a great
Nova.
lineup as well. Guy Montgomery's on there.
Oh, he's good.
It's
Kiwi
Melanie
lad.
Bracewell. It's
Mel
brilliant.
Bracewell's on
Yeah, it's
tonight. We
brilliant.
love her.
The Mongols are waiting for you outside.
Go and rev up your
God.
bike.
Can I have police protection?
It's just gone 27 to 8. This is Nova. Big day yesterday, Loz, for our young little whippersnipper Clint.
Well, it was a big night.
Went on a
because-
mandate.
Oh, I did. I went on a mandate. Mr. Mason Cox is a friend of our show here.
Yep.
At Nova. He invited me along. Now, have you heard of breathwork, Lauren?
Yes, I have, and I was a bit offended that we weren't invited on this friend date.
so
to be
glad.
honest, I could
So-
have done with some breath work last night.
There are so many different ways now. The fitness industry is evolving so much to keep your mind and body fit. And this is just another one. It's called the Breath House. It's on Bridge Road.
There's a few of these places popping up, isn't there?
Yeah.
Or lots of gyms offer
Well, they're
breath
just
work.
getting on board the whole new
Craze
saunas,
called
infrared
Fin.
saunas.
Yeah, they're good. They're
Yeah.
strong. So this is where you spend 45 minutes. There's an instructor who sits at the front of the room. You lie on a mat akin to a yoga mat. You've got a cushion.
Sounds like my kind of exercise.
You've got a rug.
A blanket,
A
like
blankie.
a blankie.
Weighted blanket?
It's not weighted.
Well,
But
that's a gap in the
as
market.
it turns out, it doesn't need to be. And effectively, for 45 minutes, you are focusing on your breath. So there are various sort of exercises that you do. So you inhale through the mouth. You ready? Inhale through the mouth. Hold for 3. And exhale. Right, so there are various simulations
pretty
and
simple.
variations. And
Does it get more complex than
it
that?
does, yeah. And it sort of gives you immense clarity, or is meant to give you immense clarity in the mind.
Because I used to do Bikram yoga, and at the end you had to do like 100 short breaths, and you had to go.
Yes.
And you get so dizzy, but
Very
that was
similar to
part
that.
of it, and it got all the
It
CO2
stimulates-
or something out of
exactly.
your breath.
Yeah. So Mason and I...
See, I did go to
Mason
Bikram
goes
yoga once.
Mason goes once a week and he swears on it, right?
Is it like meditation?
Yeah. Very, very similar.
Uh-huh.
So Mason Cox in the wild, by the way, is quite a sight because
he's tall,
He
or just-
sticks out
Yeah.
like a
Did he
sore
need
thumb in the room.
2 yoga mats and
Well,
2
so
blankies?
here's the thing: he rocked up with an eye mask.
What?
As well? An
like
eye
a
mask,
sleep Like a mask.
sleeping mask.
sleeping mask. So I thought, well, this is for me. This caper. I've got a little bit of jet lag, don't I?
Yeah.
So we start the class. Some very relaxed, very formative style breathing. You
Yep.
know.
Do you have music?
There
Like
are
Enya?
variations of music. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. Within 3 minutes, I'm out.
Sound asleep?
I'm sound asleep.
Now we're talking.
Were you snoring?
Now we are
Was
talking.
I talking? Mason Cox joins us on the line.
Was he snoring, Mace?
Oh my God, did he snore?
Well, the best part is we're about 3, 4, 5 minutes into this thing, and they're going 3 seconds in for breathe, 3 seconds out, and you can hear people around you kind of breathing, and I'm like, Clint is not on his rhythm here.
Clint's dead.
A little bit off. I've gone, okay, maybe he's just in his own meditative trance. He's doing his own thing, and we get about say 2/3 of the way through, and we get into this a bit more intense breath and stuff, and then you do this hold, and at the hold, the whole class goes silent, and everyone just doesn't make any noise.
Here it comes.
You could hear a pin drop, and I'm going, oh, this is nice. I'm in my zone. And then next to me, I just hear this person all of a sudden go,
Clint!
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Did you kick him or what did you do?
It shook himself awake. And not only myself, but about 5 other people around me just burst out in laughter.
The class was full as a goog, right?
How many people? How many?
There would have been 24, 25
Yeah,
in the class. I was snoring.
That's degrading.
Snoring. And
It was a snore that woke himself up. We all know someone who's woken themselves up.
Yeah, you know
It
that
was
snore.
It was a big snore.
Mace, we set up camp next to a couple of lovely young ladies as well, hadn't we?
Oh,
Oh, how'd you go closing that deal, mate?
eligible bachelorette.
Yeah, what else? Oh, you want to come back to my place? See what else I fall asleep during?
Oh,
Did you
Mace.
guys?
Did you pick up?
Were you hitting on the girls at breathwork?
Mace was, well, he wasn't sleeping next to them. He was breathing heavily next to them.
Well, Clint, I was the last one to the group, and Clint had positioned himself to be 1 mat away from these 2 females,
No offense, boys.
And I appreciated it because that made the decision very easy for me.
Yeah, you
to
just
go
went with the
sit-
flow.
Lauren, do you think either one of these two would have much game?
No.
This
No.
is modern dating right here.
Yeah.
They
Thank
would
you,
have
Mason.
been like, look at these 2 cuties turning up together, Clint and Mason.
I fell asleep during our birth class.
Did you? That would have gone down well.
What do you mean during the birth
That's a beautiful
class?
moment.
Like so like before we had Felix,
Yeah.
we used to have to go to and I was doing breakfast radio, but on Wednesday nights for 2 hours.
Oh,
What do you
know
do?
what?
Is
They
that
can
we-
drag.
Well, you learn how to care for the kid. So like how
Well,
to change
that's-
how
is
to
it-
change a nappy, what will happen during the birth.
Oh, it's like parenting school.
It's parenting school.
Parent school.
Oh, that's not important, is it?
Oh, they'll run and
Does everybody do that? I've never heard of parenting.
Yeah.
I've heard of birth classes where you have to sit around in a circle and you hold their belly and breathe.
Yeah,
and
that's part of it. It's part of it. Yeah.
okay.
So I fell asleep at breathwork.
Yep.
13, 24, 10. I want to ask Melbourne, where did you fall asleep?
Birth class for me.
Clint,
Lauren, have you...
Well, you weren't here the other day, but my Paul thinks he
Oh.
has micro sleeps.
This is incredible. So you know how they're friends with Matt Damon, right?
Yeah.
So they went to Byron last weekend.
To watch The Instigators, it's on Apple TV. It's very good.
Matt Damon's new movie. They're in a small theaterette at Chris Hemsworth's house. Matt Damon is in the room, Clint. In the room.
Standing behind us because he didn't want to sit down. He was like pacing around.
What do you think Paul, her fiance, did?
He didn't.
He fell asleep.
Snoring in the middle of it. I had to kick him and
See,
wake
it
him
happens
up.
to the best of us.
And Paul goes, I wasn't asleep. I was just resting my eyes. And I was like, you're
resting
snoring.
your eyes.
Not when you're
That's what I
snoring.
said.
Not resting your eyes when you're
That's
snoring.
what I
I'm sure it happens to the best of us.
I'm still listening. I had to kick him like 3 times.
Well, I freaked out during the birth because they were like, all right, you ready to cut the umbilical cord? And I'm like, that's the bit I was having to sleep in the class. I don't know how to do it.
I mean,
Wow,
the birth,
eh?
that can drag.
Oh,
can't it?
they really can. 13, 24, 10.
How dare you? How you should have told Luke, can you get a wriggle on? Make this a bit faster.
I need much sleep.
13, 24, 10. What did you fall asleep in? 13, 24, 10. Where are you falling asleep?
So yesterday I took myself off to a breathwork class, which, as it turns out, is very relaxing. So much so, 3 minutes in, fell asleep, snored my way through the class.
I would guess that you are not the first and won't be the
Yeah.
last person to fall asleep in breathwork.
Kerry and Eltham, where'd you fall asleep?
I took my 10-year-old brother and his 9-year-old friend to an NBA basketball game about 30 years ago. So I was a responsible teenager, all of 16 years old. Off we went on the train into the big booming basketball game where they're blaring the music and, the party atmosphere. And I'd had an antihistamine tablet and I had to swap seats with my brother and lean against the wall, and I slept through the whole thing and asked him to wake me up at the end.
Oh, my God.
Those things are loud, those NBA matches.
And Finnegan has a punch.
Remember when Paul, on the first time he came to my family Christmas, he asked me for an antihistamine, and he's a big guy, so I tried to give him 2, but I accidentally gave him 2 sleeping tablets. And he fell asleep. He fell asleep at the table at Christmas lunch, and everyone was like, gee, your new boyfriend's a hoot loss.
How did he justify the year after when he fell asleep?
Now he deliberately takes them
he
to
does.
the family Christmas.
Time for the tablets.
Beth, whereabouts were you?
Oh, I was in my anaesthetic class. I fell asleep at the start of the lecture and woke up an hour afterwards with the whole class laughing at me, telling me how I was sampling the anaesthetic.
Oh, you were at a class on how to administer anaesthetic?
Yeah, so we were talking about like how we put animals under and things like that, and I slept the whole way through.
And you were under.
Knock
Question,
yourself out.
are you in that line of work now, out of curiosity?
I am, yes. I'm an ICU veterinary nurse, so I'm still doing it 13 years later.
Well, there you go. If you go to a
Where do you work, Beth?
Yeah.
I work in an emergency centre in the city.
My dog's going to go under anaesthetic today.
You just want to check it's not with Beth?
Yeah, I was making sure it was Beth.
Want the
No,
dog
Beth,
to wake
I'm
up
sure
to
you're a
it?
wonderful vet. Vets do a great job for our pets, our beautiful pets.
Let's go to Werribee. Kerry on 13, 24, 10. Where'd you fall asleep?
Good morning. So my sister and I went to a concert called The Used. I'm not sure if you've heard of them. They're a full emo punk
Heavy
rock,
metal?
heavy metal concert.
yeah. Sick.
We were actually in what you'd call a mosh pit at a heavy metal concert, and yeah, we were dancing away almost at the front stage, and I'm just like, I'm getting tired, and I sort of just squatted for a little bit, and next minute my sister's like kicking me like, wake up.
Micro sleep.
Yeah, I'd fallen asleep.
How good.
When you're tired, you're tired.
You are. I flew to Vegas. Gosh, all my friends are sleepy Susans, aren't they? I flew to Vegas to meet a
Might
girlfriend.
be you.
No, you reckon I'm boring them all to tears. I flew to Vegas to meet a girlfriend and her husband at the end of their honeymoon. He said, would you meet us in Vegas for the weekend? She loves Pitbull, which we all knew. She was this huge Pitbull fan, and he was playing in Vegas. So a few of us flew to meet them there for the weekend.
Worldwide.
Jesus.
And we were already in America, mind you. It wasn't
I
like
got
we
a
flew
text
from
from the
Melbourne.
boys saying, come down to Half Moon for a beer.
He'd flown her there to surprise her as their wedding gift. And there she was. She'd had a big day at a pool party in Vegas. There she was at the Pitbull concert, sound asleep with the flashing bunny ears. Flashing bunny ears, sound asleep during the whole thing. Missed the whole thing. Flew to the other side
Film
of
it
the world.
for her?
Oh, yeah, I've got it on
Oh,
camera.
it was
I'll
like
show
she
you.
was there then.
Yeah.
Oh, there's nothing worse.
Oh, no, I didn't film Pitbull. I just filmed her asleep.
Oh,
at Pitbull.
gotcha. Right,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
But waking yourself up snoring, it's just
a
not.
shocker.
No, the worst is, when you're on a plane and you wake up and
Not
then
the
you move.
nods.
Oh, and you
you
look
hit the
around.
tray table and you move and you're like, no, I wasn't sleeping.
Yeah.
What about when you get that head nod on the plane?
Oh.
Your head falls forward and you're like, no, I'm fine. You give yourself whiplash flicking it back up.
Little drool.
Yeah,
Should we
yeah.
Should we all go do breath work together?
Absolutely not.
I'd rather go to Vegas.
Okay.
I'm happy with a beer down at Half Moon. Good morning, Michael.
Good morning. How are you?
We are good. How are you?
Oh, I'm pretty excited now.
You work in car sales. What do you see me in, Michael? Do the line.
What do I see you in?
You know how the car...
Basic guy that
So-
like things that, are are going to work well and just going to keep you happy. So I reckon you're in a Toyota, but I may be wrong.
Oh, a Toyota.
Toyota.
What do you see me in, Michael?
Volkswagen Golf.
A Golf?
Maybe 20 years ago.
She's not a Volkswagen
maybe
Golf
not.
gal. What
Maybe
about
No,
me to
because
finish
I'm
it
cool
off?
and young. That's what that means.
Oh, okay.
Cute. All the cute, cool young
Clint will
girls.
be in a midlife convertible.
Clint's a single man trying to find some females. So, let's see.
Combi van.
What?
A wicked
Don't know if
camper.
that's going to do it.
The juicy rental.
Juicy.
Don't know if a combi's going to do it for him.
No, neither do I. All right, Michael, let's move on. We are playing the 5K question. First question for you. You want to go an easy one, $50, medium question for 500, or roll the dice and go for 5K?
I'm here. You got to roll the dice, I reckon.
That's the attitude.
$5,000.
He's a Pies supporter. We're taking on Melbourne on Friday, and we're in with a chance. Just got to beat him by over 180 points.
All right, Michael from Glen Iris. Let's go.
You'll get one question. You get 3 seconds to answer. You ready to go, mate?
Yep, let's do it.
Good luck. This is your $5,000 question.
What does URL stand for?
3, 2, 1.
Uniform Resource Locator.
Oh, too late.
Oh, got to be quicker on the Google there, champ. I could hear the chubby little fingers hitting the keyboard.
Too late. URL. You tried. I mean, you're right.
I
It
tried.
is a uniform resource locator, but I don't know anyone in the world that knows that.
Nah, that was a bit of a doozy.
Oh, well done anyway. Well done getting
What
through,
is it?
Michael.
Uniform resource
That's right,
locator.
It's the web address that provides a unique, specific location for a particular resource on the internet. URL.
I could hear his chubby little fingers on that keyboard.
Google.com.
Yeah.
Trying to Google, you reckon? Too slow.
Nice try. On to you. 5K question returns this time tomorrow. Coming up next. Lauren, do you think you know everything?
No, I don't know much about much.
I know, but sometimes you've always got an opinion. She's always backing in like she knows.
Sometimes I have an opinion. Different question. About what? Give me a topic.
Oh, don't you worry. I'm going to give you a few on the other side of this. I'm like you, Loz. We like to think we know a lot about everything, but we know a little bit about a lot of things.
Yeah.
I think is the safe way to put it.
If you don't know, make it up.
Exactly. I reckon that's what you do best. Remember, it was only a little while back we were talking about how they build tunnels.
Oh, yeah.
What happens with the tunnel that they built between the UK and France? Is that just floating in the ocean? Because it doesn't go under the depths of the ocean.
I think it's floating. I think it's floating.
I think it's floating too.
Tim, you work on tunnels?
I do, mate, yeah. So you actually dig through the ground, through the dirt, regardless of where you are.
Under the water.
Under the water.
Under the water.
Because it was ridiculous to suggest
So it
that.
goes
You
under
didn't
the base.
know either. But I was talking about the Melbourne tunnel because originally, because we were driving through it, and I was like, huh? Is this under the river?
So they go under the base of the river.
But the Yarra River's not that deep. But when you're talking England to Calais in France,
The channel.
They still go
The
under.
channel.
They
They
still
go
go under.
under.
They go
That's a big
under.
isn't it?
someone sent me an article the other day saying they're making a floating one that floats through the water. Was that an April Fool's joke?
Possibly. Remember, you thought they were
all
putting swimming pools on the A380 too.
Yeah, that was an April Fool's joke, and it got me a beauty.
There were divers in the Sydney Harbour Tunnel the other day laying new internet cables, like in the bottom of the harbour.
Wow.
Yeah, and you're just snorkeling and coming across
See,
the cable.
underwater.
Cut that. No
in a
NBN for you.
space.
It needs
It's all a bit
cable under the
scary
water.
what's happening in the middle of the earth, isn't it? It's like
Cordless
space.
phones. Surely we're past cables. Anyway,
Yeah.
from the tunnels to remember we were talking about flat tires and spare wheels on cars, and you were blown away to find out that cars have spare tires.
I didn't know there was something under the boot.
Yes.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
There's a whole world under there of like little accessories and things.
Yeah. Jacks and spanners and all that.
Who's
stuff.
Jack?
No, it's Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I had a flat tire and someone suggested there might be one under the boot. Oh, and then I opened the boot.
What else is there?
Tools. There's a toolbox.
Some safety equipment.
Is there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a high vis vest.
Yeah, I do too. And
Do
some little.
you?
Yeah,
I
you
don't
put
have-
it on.
I don't
No,
have a
I haven't
high
put it on yet.
So, got to try it on.
I've got some
Make
witches
sure it
hats in
fits.
mine as well.
Yeah, you gotta
Do
make sure.
you?
Yeah, all sorts of
Have you
stuff.
got witches hats in yours?
Yeah. The
I told
Mercedes
you.
very flash.
There's a whole world under the
Yeah.
boot.
What's the bet you've got those coloured torches like when they bring planes in? If you break down on the Monash.
I probably do.
Hey, sticking with cars, there was something we were discussing the other week, and you were like, that is not a
I'm
thing.
enjoying this segment.
I don't think you can buy tyre clamps.
Yeah, you can. Absolutely.
Only the sheriffs have them.
No, you can buy them.
Can you? I don't think it. What? You can't just go around clamping people's tyres willy-nilly.
Put in wheel clamp.
What do you need that for?
I told you you could
Unless
buy.
you're the sheriff, why should anyone? That should be illegal. That's not funny. Imagine if someone clamped your tyre.
Guess what I bought the other day?
Did you put that on my car?
You've been clamped.
Jason!
Well, you're parking illegally.
It's a very dodgy park. I mean, look how close she is.
Is that
to
a
the-
bad
She's not in the
park?
line.
Is
That's
that
a
this morning? That's the outfit you're wearing right now.
You're clamped.
You arrived at the same time as me. When did you have time to do that?
Last ad break.
That's so annoying. How do you get it off?
That's a.
Do you need a
Do
passport?
you know
like
what? That's a great question. How do you get it off?
That
Jase?
is-
Oh, you know what? That car lives there now.
We're gonna need a new car.
I'm going to need a new. Anyone want to sponsor me?
And a jerry can of fuel and a lighter.
Anyone want to give me a car because mine's broken?
Your car.
Don't. I just got a new tyres
You
on.
said you couldn't. You said you couldn't bloody get them.
Jase,
And I said it should be illegal.
You can get them down at super cheap.
You can't just go clamping people. Why are they selling them? You can't clamp people's tyres willy-nilly.
In the event of a situation where you happen to be working on a breakfast show and you want to clamp your co-host's tyre, that's why they sell them.
Jase,
My tyres got clamped outside uni once.
Ask the question,
I
Clint.
sense we're about to go on an incredible adventure.
We are indeed, Clint.
I hate you both.
You asked before. How do you get it off?
How do you?
Well, once I had them clamped outside uni because I had unpaid parking fines in like 2006, many years ago. And it was a clamp that the sheriff put on and you had to pull it down.
No, can't pull this
and
one
you
down.
couldn't pull it down because a car had parked too close to me and I had to go to a lunch. So I left the car there and the police drove me to lunch.
Yeah, well, the cops aren't coming today.
No.
That clamp is on
You're
there.
on your own.
There is only,
Does it have a key? Don't.
funny enough,
Don't. Have you hidden the key?
funny
I'm not
enough,
doing this.
it does have a key.
Someone call my dad.
Do you want to know where that key
Where's
is?
the key?
I'll tell you next. Interesting morning. We've proven Lauren wrong.
Oh, well, that's...
We were chatting
That's not
earlier.
hard.
You made an outlandish claim about something you didn't think you could buy in the shops.
I don't think you can buy tyre clamps.
Yeah, you can. Absolutely.
Only the sheriffs have them.
No, you can buy them.
Can you? I don't think it. What? You can't just go around clamping people's tyres willy-nilly.
Put in wheel clamp.
What do you need that for?
I told you you could
Unless
buy.
you're the sheriff, why should anyone? That should be illegal. That's not funny. Imagine if someone clamped your tyre. See, we're law-abiding citizens in our house.
I've
And
seen
my
this-
partner, Paul, we call him Mall Cop because he is a stickler. for
I've
the
seen
laws
this
and
on a
rules.
current affair.
Yeah.
Neighbours clamping each other's tyres.
Why?
Well, it happened here in the Nova car park 10 minutes ago.
Did you put that on my car?
You've been clamped.
Jason! Guys, that's so annoying.
You should have heard what she said in the ad break.
Oh!
No, you shouldn't.
It wasn't Jason.
God, the
Wasn't
swear
Jason.
jar, the money is falling out the top of that this morning, isn't it? We'll
It
be able
is.
to buy a new car. I'm not one to prove you wrong, but I just had a lot of DMs, people saying, here's a link where you can buy a wheel
Oh,
clamp.
thanks, everyone. I really appreciate your support.
Well, to be fair, I think it's good we get her off the roads.
Temporarily, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Just give the roads a respite.
Hey, you're the first
What
to
did you do? Buy me a bike?
you're the first to admit.
So I'm not riding a bike if it's cold.
Can you
or
just drop
ever.
this meal off to someone on the way? You're the first to admit parking is not your strong point. In
I'm
fact,
quite a
you've-
good parker.
No, you've got history of parking fines.
Oh, parking fines.
And parking wherever you
Reading
want.
signs is not
they're tricky.
my strong
What was
point.
your mentality? One day you had to go to the hairdressers, I remember.
That was a private conversation.
Can you Can you explain to Melbourne how you justify a
It was
parking?
girl math.
Justify.
So my beautiful hairdresser does a good haircut. Shout out Uva Salon on Greville Street. Anyone who goes there, Maria Uva, we love you. It's a nightmare to park around there.
Isn't it?
But she does me a discount when I get my hair done. Everyone knows chicks' hairs cost a lot. And so sometimes I'm running late and I just park out the front. It's 1 hour. And
What's
I'm
the
there
fine?
for 3. And I get the fine,
Which is?
like $80. But I get more than an $80 discount
Well,
on the
you-
hair. So I'm
You're
still
coming
winning.
out on top.
It's pretty much like they've got valet.
Yeah, and then I don't have to walk to the other car park where I would have to park. And I don't, most of the time I park in the car park. But sometimes if I'm running late, I'm like, well, it's kind of worth
Sometimes
it.
you can't drive home because
But
you've
I
had
don't
a
want
few
my
too many
blozzer.
wines as well.
Oh, yeah, I've had to catch an Uber home.
Remember
from
when you
the
asked me to drive
hairdresser
you-
a couple of times because she serves wine on Thursday and Friday night.
I had to drive Lauren to the chemist up near Epworth one day,
Oh, yeah.
hospital. She was
Yeah.
like, just park there. I'm like, that's the ambulance bay.
I'm not good at
That's
reading
triage.
signs. I'm not a details person.
You don't have lights and sirens.
I'm not a details person.
Well,
I would say is a good way to
Are
describe
you a good
it.
problem solver?
Not really.
Hey.
My way of solving a problem is that car now lives in the basement.
No, it doesn't.
And I'll have to take Paul's car, or can someone call Lexus of Blackburn? They sponsored our show once. See if they'll flick me a car because mine's broken.
Lauren, the wheel clamp is on. It comes with a key. Would you like the key to the car?
Of course I do.
Okay.
Get it? No.
Just chill. Just
Who
chill.
put it on? Because I just popped my tyre last week and just got a new one. And if you've popped my tyre again,
Lauren, act cool.
Just chill out, mate.
What?
Bring in
What?
the key.
What? You've frozen me.
That's a lot of ice.
I froze it in a block of ice.
Wow.
And not a block that you'd put in a drink. That's a big block of ice.
That's a tub of ice.
Clint, scale of 1 to 10, how proud are you of?
Where is it? I can't even
This
see
is
the key
genius.
in there.
Hang on, hang on.
Hang on, just drop
I
it.
go through
Hang on,
this-
everyone quiet for a sec. Drop
If
it
I
on.
go through this whole thing and there's
hang on,
no key,
Hang on,
Dropping it on the desk.
that's like 3 litres.
That's a
Where
lot.
is it?
That's a lot of ice.
It's in there.
She's picking away with a pen.
There's water going all over the computer.
Well, that's not our issue.
It's your fault.
It's
Where
not-
is it? If it's not in there,
No.
if I go through this and it's not in there, I'm never coming back. I'm taking a week off. Everyone, be my witness. Someone get the boss on the phone.
We should have done this years ago then.
Good idea. Oh, well. Get
I'm
chiseling.
just gonna drop it and it'll break.
Lauren, get
Oh, no.
chiseling.
No, that'll go through to smooth.
Oh! Oh! Did it break?
She's got it!
She's got the key!
Sucked in, you loser! I'm going to put this ice in your car on your car seat.
This story scared the hell out of me.
Yeah, it would as a parent. There's a story, it's come out of Perth actually, about a mother who turned up to the daycare centre where her child was to pick up her baby. And when she arrived, the lights were off and no one was there. She called for about
where was the
40
child?
minutes, finally got a hold of someone. The workers rushed back to the daycare, unlocked the doors, and there was her baby asleep inside a cot in the daycare. They had gone home not realising one child hadn't been picked up yet. Whoopsies.
The child was asleep. 16 months old.
Yeah. It is frightening.
Terrifying.
And you know what? Like, the daycare industry has such a high
There is a big
turnover.
investigation happening. by the
Yeah,
way.
and there's 2 staff members, I believe, were stood down. There's such a high turnover in daycare. We know several mates of ours that are in that industry, and just I think they're burnt out, or some centres aren't run very
Or are they
well.
paid enough?
No, not really.
Oh, but do you think if they were paid more, they wouldn't have?
No, but I
baby
think
sleep
there'd be
there?
more
but
staff
it's-
retention. I
Exactly,
guess.
and it's more the caliber of people you're getting as well. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Wow,
just-
Yeah,
that
I'm
is
not in the
scary.
daycare world yet.
but it is bloody terrifying. Because Archie's not in daycare, but our other 2 have done daycare, and you drop them off, and there's kids running everywhere. By no means do I think it would be an easy job.
No way. That would be a very difficult job.
Exactly, and I think like you have a bad day at work, we played the wrong Justin Bieber song. They have a bad day, they left the kid in there. You know
Well,
what I
that's
mean?
a really bad day. Though.
Yeah.
I assume they have a cap on the amount of kids they have in there.
Yeah,
there
they
would
do,
have to
but
be a
like
certain amount of educators or whatever
Yeah.
they're called per
100%. But
child.
like, mate, I come in here and say how exhausted I am with 3 kids.
Yeah,
Imagine looking
yeah,
after
yeah.
20. Also, imagine if you're underpaid.
Yeah.
There's no structure. Like, the focus isn't going to be
Actually,
there.
they need to do a stock take of the kids at the end of the
Surely.
day,
Head
don't
count.
inventory.
I don't know how you leave a child. Like there's mistakes and then that's
Yeah.
completely ridiculous.
Yeah, that's a big stuff up.
Chip them all, I say.
What do you mean chip them all?
Chip them.
What
If
is
I had my way,
Microchip them.
I'd microchip
we
the
do our
kids
dogs.
so we don't
No,
lose them anywhere.
aren't there some people trying to do that?
What,
Like
with the
microchip
kids?
Yeah.
people so you can
Yeah.
track them and such things.
Let's put an air tag on them then.
Yeah,
That's
like
probably
a suppository.
No, don't do
Okay,
that. That's
okay.
terrible.
Okay.
Not sure why you're judging everybody else in the way they behave around children.
See, I was the fourth child. I was left everywhere when I was young.
Have you left your kids anywhere?
Only at home, and I'm happy to get out the door.
And I did it deliberately.
No, touch wood. I don't think I've left the kids anywhere. No. Yeah.
What's happened?
It's not funny. One of the kids, they were very young, and I got out of the car for a second and thought, shit, he's in the childcare seat in the back. He's in the.
Oh, you thought
he's in the baby seat.
Booster
I
seat.
thought I was in the car on my own. And you hear really tragic stories
Yeah.
about things. But when you're got a newborn, you're running on no
Yeah.
sleep. Like,
Well, now a lot of cars have sensors on the back seat, so when you get out, it
Great
says on the
idea.
screen, have you left anything in the back
yep.
seat?
My car says your mobile phone is still in the car.
Oh.
They surely should definitely all be
Your
rolling out
child's still in the
sensors.
I
yeah,
think they
your
do now,
child's
the
there.
new ones do.
Good, so they should.
Yeah.
What about when we were younger? It was
Which is
really the
annoying.
wild, wild west when we were younger, though, wasn't it?
Oh, my parents, they would have left me everywhere.
Yeah.
When my nan died, I was young, and
That's right.
my dad, we're at the nursing home saying our goodbyes, and I didn't want to be in the room when nan died. I was with my dad, and dad said, look, you just pop out, love. We knew the end was near. And so I went into the waiting room, and my dad stayed with my nan.
Bedside, yeah.
And when she passed away, I was sitting there for a very long time, and I thought, Christ, maybe she's come back to life. This is really taking a long time.
She's dragging this
No, I
out.
was just sitting there.
Now, what are we talking, hours?
Yeah. And I think I was like, when I say I was young, I was like 13. I had a mobile phone, and I called Dad, and I was like, everything all right in there? And Dad called me and went, oh, shit. Sorry, love. I'm at home. He'd said goodbye to Nan. She'd
Nan's
been taken
gone.
away, and he'd gone home and forgotten that I was there in the waiting room.
And until you rang,
Sitting
you
there for
thought
about 4
two birds.
hours.
He thought two birds, one stone.
They've
And then
already
you rang.
scattered the ashes.
Yeah, Dad was down at Ferguson Blair picking up some pies for dinner.
Nothing says grieving like a pastry.
There I was, just sitting
they
there
do
like a
some
shag on a rock. The nursing home waiting room. Good on you, Dad.
He was grieving. You were
He was
playing
hungry.
snake.
He was hungry.
It's what Nam would have wanted. 13, 24, 10. When you were young, did your parents leave you somewhere? It really was the wild, wild west
Well,
back in the 80s and, you know.
We'd go out for dinner and I'd sleep under the table. And I reckon my parents would have left restaurants heaps of times and then gone, it's very quiet.
Mum would leave me in the car
Oh,
and
let's
go
back.
full.
You can't be doing that in
no,
the
no,
car.
no. Full weekly shopping.
Yeah.
You
down
can't do
down
that.
at bloody Franklin's in Queensland.
Franklin's no frills.
Yeah. Full weekly shopping. Put the window down a bit. She'll be like, be back soon.
I'm pretty
Can't
sure
do that.
Tony and John left me at the Matthew Flinders one night.
Under the table.
Really?
The Matthew
I mean, they
Flinders.
did have Club Keno and a few distractions there. so-
100% that you would have had a few raspberry lemonades and
Yeah.
you would have been under the table asleep.
13, 24, 10. Where were you left as a kid? It seems a few of us were forgotten when we were kids.
Like Rob in Richmond. Rob, was it you or have you left your kids somewhere?
No, mate, it was me.
Oh, gosh.
What happened?
What happened?
So I was born and raised in London, and my dad played squash a lot. We were down the local squash club, and after squash, he had a couple of beers, and just left me behind, and got all the way home. And his mate buzzed him when he got home and said, "Have you left something? Have you left something behind?" So he had to come back all the way back and grab me.
Oh,
Rob,
the
out of
walk
curiosity,
shame.
when they said, did you leave something behind, did he think it was a squash racket or he remembered it was you?
No, I think he remembered straight away.
Right,
yeah.
cool, because that's always awkward.
Still scarred, Rob?
Yeah. Well, I left my sweatband there.
Left me phone there. Oh, Yvette from Ferntree Gully. What's happened? You got left somewhere as well, back in the wild, wild west of the 80s or 90s. What
my
happened?
sister and I, we were with my mother up at our grandparents up at Pambula when we were I was about 7. We went out to lunch at what was, I think it's the Eden Fisherman's Club.
Yep.
Because children weren't allowed in the pokies back then.
No, I think they're still not allowed now.
Go on, give it a press.
The way you
Come on.
said it.
So my mother and grandmother decided, in their wisdom, to put us back out in the car while they went and played the pokey.
That's what you did back then. Yep.
As you do. Unfortunately for my grandmother, she had a brand new car, which my sister and I proceeded to break the back door handle on and a couple of other things. We never told them, that's okay. But after 2 hours, they came out. They weren't having any luck at those pokies. So we went to the golf course.
Oh.
Well, you got to move around. Dolphin
yeah.
treasures at different venues.
2 hours.
We were pretty much the whole day in the car. So we went to the golf club so they could go to the pokies there. And then they left us in the car again. They only came back, and it was maybe 3 or 4 hours later when the golf course employees, we were chasing the kangaroos.
So you got out.
broke out.
Oh, you broke out.
Yeah, I don't think they forgot about it. I think they knew she was there. They were like, we'll just leave her.
The Egyptian mummy one's quite a good one as well. That really
The
gets
Egyptian mummy.
sucks you in.
I've never played the pokies.
You know the one?
Ning, 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 ning.
I've never done it. I don't really get
Those
it.
sounds.
How much is it? Isn't it like 1 cent per
Lauren,
spin or
I would not understand how to. You know, the only time I played
I
them,
like the tipping point. That's my kind of
Oh,
game.
the TV.
I like
If you could gamble on that, I would.
the deal or no deal game at Time Zone.
Oh,
yeah. Oh.
That's living.
I don't
Is there a tipping point game at Time Zone? Because we must go.
Well, there is. It's not called tipping point, but that's what it was designed.
The coin thing.
Yeah, it's what it was designed.
You
on.
can go and play that coin machine from
Tipping
Todd-
point. Not the
what's
exact
his name?
Todd Woodbridge.
Not the exact one, but they've got that's what it's based on.
Oh.
You put the coins in and the coins come off the thing.
Yeah.
Where
That's
do
what
you
it's-
play it?
Like at Time Zone. We must go.
Do you win money or tickets?
No, you just win tickets. But then you can buy
Can we go today?
an
I love
array
the
of
tipping point.
crap from the $2 shop.
Can we go today? What do you got on?
Nothing.
Want to go play a tipping point?
Can I be Todd?
Yeah.
Playing next is Lauren Phillips
Do I
from
have to-
Melbourne.
do I have to
Drop
answer- do you
zone
have to-
3, Todd.
Always drop zone 3. No, drop zone 1 if the mystery prize is on the first ledge.
We can do it as long as we can play the deal or no deal.
Do you have
one
to
more than-
answer a question?
No. Just put money
Where
in.
do we go? Galactic Circus or something?
I'm not sure.
Is Time
Archie
Zone
Brothers.
still existing?
Yeah, there's some around.
Yeah.
Well, if I go to Time Zone and it's not there, I'm going to need to know which gaming parlour we're going to.
There's some good ones on the Nepean, the old bowling alley there. It's got some good ones. The old Strong.
I don't. do you know
Nah,
what?
I'm not
Just
into
quickly,
that.
just if I don't get pokies. Like,
Neither do I.
Why would you play the
Why
pokies
would
when you
you
can play the
ever do it?
tipping point?
Exactly.
And win the tickets.
It makes me ill.
When you sit on them in Vegas, though, you drink for free.
Do you?
Yeah, mate.
Well,
of
you're not
mine-
really drinking for free, though, because
No, you just go the 1 cent machines.
Oh,
Ah.
yeah, good
Do you get-
strategy. I'm
do
sure
you
they
get
haven't
poverty
worked that out
spirit
over
then?
the years.
Shut up! Don't ruin the plan. Keep that between us, everyone. Let's go to Maddie in Bayswater
Oh,
North.
sorry, Maddie. We
Hey,
forgot you.
Sorry. Hey, Maddie.
Hi, guys. How are you?
We're good. We're out of time. Sorry. No.
Thank you for
I'm joking. I'm joking.
No, Maddie, I
I'm
wouldn't
joking.
do that to
I'm
you.
joking. I'm joking.
Maddie, where were you left, Dar?
Okay, so I was on a big family holiday with my whole family, like parents, siblings, uncles, cousins, you name it. We were on a cruise for Disney, and we made a stopover at the Atlantis, which is like a water park in the Bahamas.
No. Yeah.
And
No.
I was the oldest, and obviously they left me in charge with a few of my cousins going on the water parks. Well, my family decided to go back on the cruise and leave me and my 6-year-old cousin at the water park.
On the Disney cruise and off they sailed.
No. They left you at the Atlantis water park.
In the Bahamas. I'd be
Yeah, we
happy
did.
staying
Yeah,
there.
it was only until one of the workers saw my 6-year-old cousin crying, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. And they were like, they had to go and alert someone from the cruise.
Had to go and tell
to
Daffy
say-
Duck.
Had the boat left the port yet, or it was about to?
Yeah, they told Mickey Mouse to make sure to get my parents back from the pokies.
Wow.
Surely you do a head count before the cruise takes off.
Oh, you want a head count on everything. There's a lot
mean,
of counting
there's
going
like-
on in your world.
8 kids. It's not 100.
Jeez. Imagine explaining that one.
I would have been happy staying in the Bahamas.
Same here, the
I'm not
Atlantis.
getting
At a
back on
water
that Mickey
park?
Mouse cruise.
Yeah.
No way.
I'm
I
good.
live here now.
No gastro for me.
Thank you for being a friend.
Well, I'm glad we waited for that one. That was
Mickey
a
Mouse
cracker.
cruise seems a bit irritating.
No,
Would it be-
people love it.
Do that?
They
I
love
had
it.
friends that just went on it.
Yeah.
Well, not like adult friends. They went with their little children.
Is that the one that it makes its way into port and plays the music on the horn?
Everything's Mickey
You know,
Mouse themed, I
The,
think.
the ship horn, and
Like-
it comes in and goes, Like when you wish upon a star or something.
Oh, really? There was that Virgin Cruise.
Yeah, the Virgin Cruise is quite trendy.
They should have got some influencers to go on there and post some photos.
Oh,
Would have been
yeah.
good to see what it looked like on the inside.
I don't think there was a paying customer on it.
Neither
It was
do
all
I, Lauren.
influencers.
Neither do I.
Hey, Melbourne, we will see you tomorrow. We have a huge show coming your way. We've got $1,000 to give away thanks
That's
to
right.
DFO in the first half hour of the show tomorrow.
That's right. DFO's got the brands you crave. You're in the know with DFO. You can visit dfo.com.au. Have a ripping day. Oh, I was Mel back from her little junket at the Logies.
Oh, hey,
Sojourn.
Good morning.
What time did you finish up Logies night?
3.
Oh, Mel.
Get it, Queen. Who was the worst behaved at the after party, please?
Probably me.
I love that for you.
I was actually excited because last year I saw Clint Stanaway dancing up a storm at the after party, and I was so excited
No.
to hit the D floor with him this week, and he left early.
I did see you on the red carpet pre-show though.
We did see each other.
Yeah. No, after last year's shenanigans, we got Clint tucked up in bed early this year.
Mel was one of the best dressed.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
10 out of 10, Mel.
Oh, thanks, Clint. You were beautiful as well. You looked handsome.
That was throwaway.
That's not genuine at all.
I feel awkward.
See you, Mel.
You too, Clint. You were handsome.
Oh my God! You see that breaking news?
I know. Just coming in now.
J-Lo filed for divorce. It's over.
Yet again. All right, we're out of here. Have a great day, everyone. Mel's in next. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Gonna be a good day. Jason Lauren.
Wake up feeling good.
On Nova 100.
Jason Lauren.
Follow them on socials.